So we are using crisp noise blocker, but still I am not able to see the noise blocking. So we are using crisp noise blocker, but still I am not able to see the noise blocking. So now I turned it off. So we are using crisp noise blocker, but still I am not able to see the. So basically I've turned it off now, and then now let's see how it is actually coming. So basically I've turned it off now, and then now let's see how it is actually coming. So basically I've turned it off now, and then now let's see how it is actually coming. So basically I've turned it off now, and then now let's see how it is actually coming. So basically I've turned it off now, and then now let's see how it is actually coming. So basically I've turned it off now, and so there is no difference, I guess. So this is a voice. So there is no difference, I guess. So this is a voice. A voice. How is it now? A voice. So this is how it is. A voice. So it would be good if they provide this filtering options. Seriously. Alright then. It would be good if they provide this filtering options. Seriously. Alright then. It would be good if they provide this filtering options. Seriously. Alright then. It would be good if they provide this filtering options. Seriously. Alright then. It would be good if they provide this filtering options. Seriously. Alright then. It would be good if they provide this filtering options. Seriously. Alright then. So I guess there is not much noise now. So I guess there is not much noise now. So now I'm launching crisp, and then so now I'm launching crisp, and then I'm trying to get the. So basically this is crisp now. This is a crisp voice. Let's see how it is going to be. Hello. So basically this is crisp now. This is a crisp voice. Let's see how it is going to be. So this is really good. Like what do you say? Uh, Bingo man, crisp actually clear the noise. So now my voice is really clear, and then now we are actually good to start with this software programming. So let's get into the details. So let me close all this. I don't want to watch my video again and again. We are actually good to start with this software programming. So let's get into the details.
So let me close all this. I don't want to watch my video again and again. Yeah, let me close all this. So I already have some development happen. So I'm using the, when coming to the stack, I'm using Vue.js for front end. And this is actually taking so much time to load. I don't know why. They said the servers are ready up. You know, maybe let's see. We have, no, it's not up. Ideally should be up, but I don't know why. So Heroku is the one that I'm using to deploy the solution. It's a static site. I know I don't have to use this, deploy it. I could have simply used Git or something to deploy this, but yeah, just to get the practice. So I'm not sure whether the machine is up or not, but even I'm not sure whether anywhere I can check this. So we'll go to the deploy and then we'll see deploy the branch. So now Heroku is deploying and then we can see the build logs here and let's wait. So meantime, I can actually bring up my local copy and then let's see how it is going to be. Look, yeah, all right. Let's open this and then I have a shortcut and then alone. So the project is alone. It's actually taken inspiration from the alone word. Basically, it is a single alone application. Yeah, like I am alone, something like that. So as you can see, this is the view project structure, and then I mean, any view project will have the same folders if I'm not wrong. I mean, basic ones, obviously. Let's get into the details. So let's start this, and then let me show you. I have to do this npm I and then npm run set. So the deployment is happening. Let's see which is going to be completed first. So meantime, we can see our video and then let's see how it is coming. Sorry guys. So sorry guys. Let me pause this first, or let me close this. I don't want to be. So now I guess the app is deployed. So deploy to Aerophone, then see everything is success, I guess. So now we have. So basically, there is nothing much in this. So everything is dummy as of now. So the idea is as of now the progress of this app is it's having one what we call this navigation bar, and then this is app bar, and then this is nav bar. So basically this is navigation drawer and navigation drawer navigation drawer, and then this is app bar. So as you can see, this everything is it. So we are using VT5 for this. So everything is actually followed by VT5. So today our task is going to be, so let me explain you this, like what is the idea of this project, like what is the final goal of this, and then over a period of time, like in a couple of videos, we'll be achieving the hopefully we'll be achieving that. We'll be achieving that. Uh, so wait, let me take a before explaining you all this. Let me take a deep breath. So this is the application, and then so this dashboard will be having the summary, like how much sale happened today, entire month, entire week, how much of petrol got sale. So basically, by this name you can see this is e-bunk. So basically it's a software which can actually help people to maintain, and then you know analyze time to time how much their sale is, and where the at what areas the sale is good, and then at what areas the sale is bad, and then doing what we can actually improve this, and then you can actually track the steps that you have actually uh, what do you say implemented, like the steps you have taken, the actions that you have taken to improve the sale, and then whether those are actually working or not, and then if you are planning to improve them again and again, or something like that. And you can ask, like, why we need a application, such an application for petrol bunks, isn't that easy to maintain them? Because are there any need for the software to be there at the petrol bunk to maintain this, or like or can it be maintained with the bare hands, or some Excel and all, some basic softwares? Excel is not I mean, I'm not saying Excel is a basic software or something, but it won't have much rich UI. The UI is not rich. I mean, it some extent the Excel UI is good, but it is not that rich compared to the HTML and CSS and JavaScript. I mean, it's compared to the web basically. So yeah, but like I have noticed there are a couple of things that you can actually use software to maintain, because you can have a track. You can keep the data, and then you can keep the records, and then you can actually analyze them, and then you can actually design some graphs over on top of it, and then uh, I guess maybe I'm actually explaining it a little faster, so let me reduce the phase. So yeah, so what I'm trying to say is, so we'll be using softwares to capture the data, and then the good thing about capturing data is that you can actually perform some actions once you have some solid set of data, like some amount of data. When when you feel like you can actually do some analytics on top of it, that much of data, when you actually capture this, and then it is easy to maintain once you get to know the process, and then once you familiarize with this process, and then when once you actually like be free to use this, and then once you actually get practice to use this on all those things. So our final goal is to, so let me explain you what are the things that the possibility of what are the things that you can actually use software to capture in at the maintenance of a petrol for a maintenance of a petrol bunk. So let me get into the details. So whatever I have observed, uh, every day. So the first activity that is going to be happen on every day is the collections. Okay, so uh, to explain this, I have to explain you the yesterday what happened yesterday. So basically, not each bunk will. So the collection happens around at 9 to 10 span. Some petrol bunks actually some of the bunks will actually prefer like 9 o'clock, and then few of the bunks will actually prefer 10 o'clock or something. But like the pretty much the collection will happen around 9 to 10. So let me explain you what collection is. So basically, let's say on worst case, each petrol bunk will be having at least one or two guys. One second, guys. Yeah. So let me explain with two people. Like there will be so there will each petrol bunk will sell at least minimum petrol and then diesel. It is called petrol bunk, but they are actually selling petrol and diesel. But so ideally it should be called petrol diesel bunk. But that is a big of a name, so at least they can call oil bunk. Yeah. So even we'll be using oil bunk, crude oil bunk. No, it's not crude. It's refined oil, so it will be oil bunk only. So basically, in any oil bunk, at least they will be selling petrol and diesel. At least in India, of course, not gas and all. So each petrol will be taken by one guy, and then diesel will be taken by one guy. And so when they are actually like starting their duty, they will actually take one reading, which is the sale of the previous guy. Like till that reading, the previous guy actually sold the diesel or petrol. So now this guy is starting from this reading. So you'll be having one set of numbers, and some reading will be having. Reading is nothing but a number saying, okay, this is the reading that happened. This is the number. Till this number they have actually sold. Now I am selling from starting this basically. So this guy will start with by collecting the reading, and then he'll start. So I mean, I'm not sure from where you guys are watching, but like in India, let me explain all the scenarios and everything. So basically, I'm actually concentrating everything, all the scenarios, and then every events and everything, whatever happened related to India in the Indian culture. So just don't assume. No, don't find people are funny or crazy here. It's just how we behave. Basically, we do our daily activities. So since this new government and the new prime minister and all, there is a lot of digitalization happening in India, and then so the payments are actually got a big hit when it comes to digitalization. Like payments become released in India. So so basically vehicles will be coming, and then petrol and diesel guys will be selling the petrol and diesel, and then they'll be collecting the cash. And then so since the digitalization is a big hit in India, now the payments are happening through online, like debit credit card, and then there is this applications came, and then you can actually directly pay from your Android or iOS device. um, so that is one type of payment, and then that is directly goes into your bank account. So but like this guy has to keep all the records of his sellings, okay? Because the other day, basically today, he has to, when the collection is happening, he has to give the okay. So when the collection is happening, like if you guys remember, I told that the collection is happening at like 9 to 10 o'clock, around 9 to 10 o'clock in every day. So, God, I'm like really getting tired. My mouth is hurting. Basically, I never given any speech this big. Basically, I've been constantly talking. I guess no. Yeah. So where were we? Yeah. So when he's about to like get off the duty, he'll again take a reading. Okay, so when he joined, like when he's starting the duty, he'll be having one set of readings, and then when he actually like getting out of the duty, like taking a break from the duty, not break, like when his duty is over, he'll be again taking a reading. So when you like differentiate, like, not differentiate, when you take the difference of these readings, you will be getting how much of liters the petrol he sold. And then there will be each petrol will be having a price, like there will be a price today for for this price he actually sold this much of petrol. So and then when you multiply both of them, you will be getting, let me explain you this, okay, on the screen. There's no point of me showing screen. So there will be two guys. So it's not guys, it's guys. Then so when they start duty, they collect they'll have set of reading with them. So and then they'll sell throughout the day. So morning when the collection is happening, when the collection is about to happen, again guys will take another set of readings, and the difference between readings and the difference between video, I use a shortcut between the initial reading and then, so basically the first one it will be called initial reading and final reading. You will get the number of liters the guy sold. A guy sold basically per on a day. So and then since you are selling petrol, there will be a price to sell, right? So the price will be like, let's say around 90 rupees or something per petrol and 80 rupees for diesel. Then let's say he sold petrol, let's say he sold 100 liters and price is 90 rupees per liter, then it will be 9,000 rupees. And then diesel, let's say he sold 200 liters, then each one is 80, so it will be 1600 rupees, 16,000 rupees. So when the collection is happening, this is the amount, this much of amount that we are supposed to receive from the guy, petrol guy, and then this much of the amount that we are supposed to, like, he is supposed to actually hand over diesel guy. So out of this 9,000, let's say there will be 4,000 happen via cards, like debit and credit swiping machines basically, and let's say 1,000 rupees happened by I know, as I mentioned, India got digitalization is a payment digitalization is a big hit in India, and then there is this good applications, Google Pay, Phone Pay, and also he got received from Phone Pay. And then so let's say if you minus 4,000 and 1,000 as a digital cash, the guy will be having 5,000 rupees solid cash. But not necessarily. So there will be this credit also, since the petrol bunk will be at a stationary place. People start asking for credit. Let's say uh, first do the fill the petrol to my lorries and all and cars and vehicles and all. So once the amount is like little big, I'll do a one-time payment. This is like postpaid basically. So they will take the petrol first, and then once the amount reaches certain figure, they'll be they'll just pay that much of amount. Okay. So let's say 1,000 rupees are like credit, which has to come. So if you minus all those things, the remaining will be 4,000 rupees, or four, 5, and then 5, 6 hours, 3,000 rupees basically. So the guy should actually hand over you 3,000 rupees in cash. So this is one process. Okay, once this is over, so the diesel guy will also do the same. There will be some set of figures that will be happen through swiping machine, and then maybe just ditto this. So the diesel guy will also hand over the remaining cash. Okay. So once this collection done, so it's not like, so since the 1 liter of petrol is 90 rupees, which is very expensive, the owner should be like very thorough that the same and nothing fraud happened or no one cheated him, like no nothing, no steal, nothing got steal, no theft happened and all. So in order to ensure that, what happens is, so there is this, so the guy knows, so the tanks will be like, will, when the load is like a petrol load or diesel load, which will be coming in bulk amount, let's say around in 4k liter, 12k liter, something like that. When the load comes, they will be unloading it in some container, which is underground containers, but there is this big pipe. So you can't simply go to underground and dump it. So there will be these pipes, and then people just simply attach to the pipe, which is visible to on the ground, and then they'll dump the petrol into the underground through that. So and then again there is one more pipe on each tank that is used to uh, measure the, like, it is very thin, like, very tiny hole. There will be a tiny hole. You can't put any big pipes in it. You can just simply, it will be around 1 inch in diameter. So I mean 1 inch square. So but there is this measurement rod which is having readings on top of it, like centimeters and all. So there is this paste. Okay. Basically petrol is some type of liquid, and then there will be some type of uh, powders or paste or some other substance. Basically petrol is one substance, and there will be another substance. So what happens is, when you since those are two chemicals, there is a chance of mixing them can result into something else. So yeah, they have used that approach, and then there is this type of paste that you will be applying on this measurement rod. And then since the measurement rod, and then you will actually use dip that measurement rod using the tiny hole. So actually the tiny hole is actually like fully filled with this measurement rod. When you dip it, there is no gap. So the rod you will be dipping, and then it will go and touch the end of the container, the underground container. And then, so since you applied the paste, what happens is, when, if the level of, like, at the level of petrol, the paste will get, like, there will be this get cleared basically. So till from there, the above the paste will be there, but below that, because everything went into the petrol, so everything will be cleared. Once you take the measurement rod out, you can see from where it got actually cut. So basically, from the bottom till that level, petrol is there. So you'll take that measurement, and then there will be some sheet, Excel sheet or chart is there. So for this much of centimeters, if this is a centimeter, let's say the centimeters is 100 centimeter, you're having height of 100 centimeter. So basically, this is the petrol. So each centimeter is like, let's say around 100 liters, means each centimeter then will be having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there will be 800 liters of petrol is still available in the tank. And then you will compare how much is stock is available in the tank before these guys started. Like, when the moment when they receive this initial readings, the owner of the petrol bunk or the manager of the petrol bunk will be having his own initial dip readings, basically, like this much of the stock is available in the tanks. This is essential. This is very important for this guy, because this will actually give you the assurance that nothing got stolen, and then no theft happened and all. So yeah. So this is the process for collection basically. I mean collection and then followed by this assurance checks whether no steal, nothing got stolen and all. So there are other activities as well, like where you can actually use software to do this. Let me explain you the benefits of using software in this process. Okay. So right now, if there is no software, what is going to happen? Like if there is no software to use, people are just using papers and pens and then some Excel sheets or some books, something. So how they're going to actually achieve this entire function and using this all this? So when they actually started reading, they can actually note down this reading somewhere, or they will be having this reading slip with them. So they will have this reading with them, and then in between in a day, in between they will be checking the amount, whether the amount is getting tallied or something. Because see, let's say, so let me explain let me give you an example where there are these five vehicles came in, and then each of them asked you to fill the petrol, and then you are doing it, but like in the process while you are actually filling, the other guy, you like forgot to take the money from one guy, and then he also forgot that he didn't give you, or like he intentionally didn't give you, and then he left the bunk. So in that case, what happens? So you actually given him the petrol, but you didn't receive the money back. So that is like a loss. Like you just gave it for free. But again, when the morning when the collection is happening, you have to tally this. Like you have to show him where the money went, or otherwise you have to take it, give it from your pocket, right? The collection has to give it from his pocket. So to avoid all this, what they will do is there will be so the people will be checking time to time that whether the amount, whatever the amount we have received and whatever amount we have sold so far is actually getting tallied or not. So right now, what how they are doing this is by noting down everything, all the digital payments that they gotten in this span, and then how much lead, what is the reading as of now, and then what is the difference, and then how much liters it came, and then how much amount. So and then they will multiply this, and then they will get this figure, and then they will remove all these digital payments from it, and then they will be out of this. They will get some amount, some figures, and then those will be cash, and then he has to verify whether the same amount of cash is available with him or not. So why don't we give a application or something, or any screen where you'll be already having the initial reading typed. All he has to do is type the reading that he wants to check, and then he'll get the difference, and then multiplied by the current price, he'll get the amount money. And then so whenever there is a digital payment happen, he can actually use this application to log this, so that when he's trying to do calculate all this, all whatever the logged digital payments will be get deducted from the amount that he's supposed to have. And then out of the, if you minus this amount, then the whatever remaining amount will be the amount that you should be having in form of cash. So and then you'll just quickly verify how much cash he's having in his hands, and then both will get tallied. He'll be happy. No, if he's not getting tallied, he'll be like what? He'll be like, whoever, I should have a software. Now this would have happened, something like that. Oh, I'm just kidding. So we can actually create a software for this guy so that this guy can use this. That is one thing, and then the other thing is, so the moment when he actually logs this, we can actually send this logs, like this digital payment logs, whatever. Let's say 4,000 happened via net banking or swiping. So the moment when he logs this, the manager or the owner of the petrol bank also receive this. Like let's say this guy make an entry of 4,000 rupees that tomorrow he's not giving you this much of amount as in cash, but the transaction happened and the amount actually received through via digital payment, and then it will be in your bank account already. So please detect this. So he'll be having his own set of record of how much money happened through the via digital payments. So that is fine. And then when the morning when the collection happens, this guy, the manager or someone, he'll also enter the readings, and then there will be this, the difference will give you the liters, and then this will multiply by the price, and then you will be getting the amount how much you have to collect. And then since he is also having the logs of digital payments, he will be reduce those logs. He'll be like eliminate the like, that much of amount from the amount that he's supposed to receive, and then there will be this remaining cash that he's supposed to receive, and then the guy and then you'll just simply verify whether he received that much or not. So all these things we can actually make a software, and yeah, that is there. So, and I'm really tired, so tomorrow I'm gonna explain. Tomorrow we're gonna start and then make a screen for this collection one. Uh, for both the officer and then for both the petrol guy. That is our tomorrow's objective. Today I'm really tired. My mouth is really hurting. I never spoken this much of spoken this big. I've never given any speech which is this big, so I have to drink water first. So if anyone have watched this, please comment something because you are the first viewer, or like you're the first guy to comment any of my videos so far in my life, my 23 years of life. So please comment something that you suck. Well, that is also fine for me. So first I need comment, and then I know, it will take some time to get a good comment, but like, yeah, in order to that happen, first at least I should get the comments right. So just comment saying you suck or you're awesome, or I don't want to comment anything. You just type that as well, or no comments. All right, this never stops. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna stop the streaming now, and then let's see. Thank you guys. You have been great audience, and this is Harish signing off.